I had an allergic reaction on the cruise ship, which resulted in me ending up in the medical center.
So my question is, who should be liable for the medical costs? Now, I want to start this off by saying that the Royal Caribbean staff were amazing throughout the entire cruise. They were great during this situation. The medical staff was completely professional. I have no complaints about the staff or how it was handled. I have a complaint or a question about the policy itself. I will 100% be using Royal Caribbean again in the future. Again, it's just this policy that I don't quite agree with. So I am allergic to latex, like highly allergic. Like if people are blowing up balloons around me, the latex powder that's on the balloons gets into the air, and if I inhale it, it can cause an anaphylactic response. So on our very last day at sea, we go in to have breakfast at the Windjammer, which is the buffet area. And we wash our hands, we start to walk in, and we see that they are making balloon animals. And I immediately take a step back and I try to go around. And then as we're entering, we see that there are children with balloon swords just going at it, and I can instantly smell the latex. And so I book it out of there. I was in this space for less than 10 seconds. And that was really all it took for my eyes to start getting itchy. So Matt went in to try and get our specialty coffees because it was the only place on the ship that wasn't Starbucks, which Starbucks is an extra cost. The only place on the ship that they had these specialty coffees. Matt came out with the coffee and we went to the cafe instead to have breakfast. While we were at the cafe, I started to feel my throat tighten up and my eyes were getting even more itchy and burning, and I was like, okay, we need to go to medical. So we ended up going to medical. I got seen, I got a shot of Benadryl, and they charged me $320. Here's the thing, the doctor had told me if it had been a food allergy, it would have been covered. But because my allergy was not a food allergy, I was responsible for the medical costs. So my question is, should I be liable for the medical costs of an allergen being in a space that it shouldn't have been in? Because latex is a common allergen, and it being in a space where food is being served with children aggressively playing with this allergen near the food, would that fall under the same category of if it had been a food-related allergen, they would have covered the cost?